Madison, Indiana, right? I knew the governor would clap and get everybody started behind us. Let's just give a warm welcome to Jay Jackson, okay, and ABATE bikers. Thank you all for coming. I don't know how many cities you've been in today, but it's good to know that you saved the best for last, right? For those of you who haven't been in Madison, we want to welcome you back, and if you look around the topography here, you can see that we've got a lot of hills and roads that you guys can ride on. So we want to have you back whenever you can. Jay, thank you. I know we met with you a couple. Where's Jay? There you, Jay. We met with you a couple weeks ago and kind of planned where we were going to be here. So thank you for being a part of this. Governor Pence, welcome back to Madison. Some of you may know he's a Hanover College grad, so he's been in Madison a few times. He was just asking me about the bridge, and last time he was in town, when we went across, we had to jut out. You remember that? It's straight now. Now they're still doing some work on it, or putting a walkway on it, but we want to thank you for your continued support for that. And we're very excited that you helped get this bridge approach project through. So we're excited about that. Thank you very much. That's been something that's been worked on for a long time. Give Governor Pence a hand and NDOT for that. Some of his staff, Lonnie, where are you? I know he's out there somewhere, probably doing some work. And Diego, where's Diego? He always tells me that I'm the greatest mayor around. How many mayors have you told that to today, Diego? I know how you are. Anyway, because you love Madison so much, we have arranged a residence for you and the First Lady here in Madison. Don't worry, we worked it out with the state. It's called the Lanier Mansion, right down here on Vaughn Drive. You could probably fit some of your staff in. Welcome, Governor Pence, to Madison.
Mayor Damon Welch, everybody. Let's give him a big round of applause. This guy is a great, great champion for a great city. Mayor, it is wonderful to be with you today. And you wouldn't have to ask me twice to stay at the Lanier Mansion. Okay, good. I know the history, and it is wonderful. We started at the State House today, and how fitting is it that we're ending this year's Governor's Ride where Indiana began, right here in Madison, Indiana. It is really a joy to be with you all. Thank you all for coming out and being with us. And Mayor, let me say particularly, I admire your energetic leadership. I admire your vision for jobs and opportunities and education in this community. But I most admire your heart. House of Hope, I know, has been an initiative of yours in this community. But I so appreciate you turning our hearts heavenward. And I just want to say that all of our hearts are with those riders who are being attended to at this very moment. Just an incident that just happened a little bit east of Lexington, and I just encourage all of you to keep these riders, our first responders, in prayer as they're attended to. And I think it's altogether noteworthy to say that all of those riders in that incident, all the riders that are gathered with us today are here because they care about the families of the best National Guard in the United States of America, and we owe a debt of gratitude to all these riders. I want to thank ABATE for keeping now it's been officially a decade long of the governor's ride, and some of you know that I used to ride motorcycles when I was a kid in Columbus, Indiana. But after I graduated from Hanover College, got away from riding, and so after being elected governor, I was informed that you have to ride a motorcycle if you're governor. And I was perfectly capable to ride most motorcycles, but one of these great big ones I called ABATE, and Jay himself took me through the training course. And this is an organization that is committed to motorcycle safety and has an extraordinary record of educating Hoosiers about the joy and the right way to participate in this wonderful, wonderful Indiana tradition. So now I've got 2 under my belt. Thank you, Jay. I pledged you for so long as I am governor, we will be on the governor's ride. Let's give ABATE one more round of applause for a great, great day. And I also wanted to say how truly grateful I am to the law enforcement community that's with us today. Thank you particularly for the Madison, Indiana Police Department for making it easy for us to come into town, and for all you do to keep this community safe. And I have to tell you, the Indiana State Police, and I don't know where my guys are right now that were still with us. Are they over in the back? I just want to say, they're waving so they can hear me. We have the finest state police force in the United States of America. We started out this morning, the guys who picked me up at the governor's residence, as I was riding in, I noticed one of these extraordinarily talented motorcycle troopers had on his license plate, it said, "Smile, I could be behind you." But watching these guys in action is just really extraordinary and really inspiring. And lastly, let me just say thank you all for coming out. This is a day that is about promoting motorcycle safety and awareness. It's also a day about raising funds for those who wear the uniform. You know, we have the finest National Guard in the United States of America, the 4th largest Army National Guard, and yet serving as a citizen soldier involves sacrifice, and sometimes that sacrifice puts a financial hardship on the men and women who serve, on their families while they're deployed, while they're fulfilling their duty to the National Guard. That's what the Family Relief Fund is all about. And today, I'm pleased to report that we actually got a contribution from Walmart in Seymour, Indiana, of $5,000. That matched last year's goal of $5,000 raised. And I'll just make one more pitch before we end the opportunity. Around here, there are plenty of opportunities for you to participate and to support the Family Relief Fund for the Indiana National Guard. This is a fund 100% of the resources of which go to families at the point of the need. You know, the old book says, if you owe debts, pay debts. And we have no greater debt in this state that we are always, as Hoosiers, no more urgent to pay than to those who wear the uniform and their families. And so I urge you to join us today in supporting the Family Relief Fund for the Indiana National Guard. So again, thank you. It's wonderful to be back in Madison, Indiana. Mayor, the city never looked better. That riverboat brings back lots and lots of memories of decades and centuries past. And to those of you who were on the ride today and maybe saddling back up to head back out to make it back home before nightfall or before the rain arrives, just make a point to look to the left, look to the right, come back to Madison, Indiana really soon. This is one of the most beautiful places in America. Thank you all very much, and God bless you.
Don't run off just yet. There are some folks that the governor's worked with. It's fitting because it ties into what we've just been talking about as far as those that serve and protect and keep us safe in this country. I don't want to steal any of the thunder, no pun intended. Mike Clark, why don't you come on up and tell us what you're going to do from Rolling Thunder. Mike Clark.
Hi, Governor Pence. A couple times we've read together, you mentioned that you would like to have a writing vest. So on behalf of Indiana Chapter 1, we would like to present you with this vest. All right. Chuck Harper. Chuck is the designer of that. He's the one who put it together for you. He's also got a plaque for you. And
show you how to put it
in case you forget who you are, you'll have some dog tags to remind you. And we really appreciate your support you have shown to Rolling Thunder. Yeah. We appreciate the support that you have shown to Rolling Thunder and our Indiana veterans.
Well, thank you. And how about a round of applause for Rolling Thunder?
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
President. We need President. Henson 16. Come on.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming out. It's wonderful to be back in.